All right, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Williams here from Detroit, Michigan. This is my official review of the Moto E5 Plus on Boost Mobile. It's the Moto E5 Plus, and this is the phone that I had for a whole year on Boost, the ZTE Max XL. Qualified for the Boost Up program. The link is in the description of this video to become a referral affiliate, so you can get $25 credits for referring other people. If you're new to Boost, then you're going to qualify if your number currently is on a different prepaid carrier and you don't owe any bills on that phone number. You can come on over to Boost Mobile and then order your Moto E5 Plus online. The link is underneath this video in the description, so you want to sign up. But what I want to tell you guys is that the Motorola E5, people, in other videos I've seen, people that's on Cricket and other carriers, they keep talking about, oh, this is a big phone. It's not really a big phone. The ZTE Max XL is a big phone, okay? And I got big hands, and still just trying to go from top to bottom, left to right, was always a task. But I got my, this is the ZTE Max. Held on to this phone for a whole year through Boost Mobile. Waited for the loyalty Boost Up program. Finally got qualified for that, and I went and picked up the Moto E5 Plus. Now, I know this is going to be recorded at a funny angle because of the way my camera is sitting. The one thing about both of these phones, and I hear a lot of people in other videos talk about the E5. People complain because it's not it's not 1080. But I'm gonna tell you something. The Max XL is 1080, and this is 720, and the 720 looks just as good, if not better, than the 1080p. I know you guys cannot get that from this video, and I couldn't get it from the other videos that I watched, but I will tell you, just by personal use and certain things, I know what 1080p looks like. Come on, autofocus. And this is 720, and I got to tell you that the 720 looks just like 1080. Okay, so don't let yourself get discouraged because you hear other people talking about, oh, it's not 1080p. There's some kind of technology they've used with this phone where the phone itself, I mean, it's a beautiful phone from all angles, and the fingerprint sensor on the back is great. 12 megapixel camera with the extra focusing capability. You got way more features on this camera than you do the ZTE Max XL. I only paid $1 for the phone on the Boost Up program. The phone was $149. You got 3 gigs of RAM on this phone, 32 gigs of storage. I got a SanDisk 16 gig card in here, and I just formatted it to work on, so that it would count as internal storage on here on this phone. The display is just, beautiful. I gotta say, for 720, and again, I know the playback, what you guys are looking at, does not give it justice, but I will tell you that this is one of the best looking screens, and I got a coworker that has the S8 Plus, and side by side, I had a third person come in and we compared screens, and the third person that compared the screens, he said that he liked my screen or the display just as well as the Samsung Galaxy 8 Plus. 18:9 ratio. The difference is, with this phone, it's a large phone, okay, but again, up against the ZTE Max, it's still not as big. The ZTE Max, okay, if we go corner to corner, if I can get that corner to corner to go right, the ZTE Max is wider, but they're the same length right there. All they did was stretch that screen out. Instead of it being your traditional width in 1080, I'm losing my words for our size here, but it's the same screen except it's just stretched out. And it's much easier to hold in the hand, if you ask me. So you know, if you're looking to come on over to Boost Mobile, maybe, you know, you've been trying to figure out what kind of phone to get. If you come over to Boost Mobile, I'm letting you guys know right now that this Motorola E5 Plus, it's a winner. It's a winner. 5,000 milliamp battery. That is not hype. I would say, even though the ZTE Max XL has a 4,000 milliamp battery, you can still run that battery down on the E5 Plus depending on what you're doing and how much you are on it. I would suggest when you first get it to charge it up fully first before you start messing with it. Let it charge up. It does have fast charge, and I was at 50%, and in about 15 minutes I was at 80%. So if I'd have let it stay plugged up another 5-10 minutes, I would have had 100% battery within 20 minutes of a charge. I like the ZTE Max XL, but it started slowing down on me, started crashing. There's no updates for that phone. Of course, we do know that ZTE is going through some issues with the federal government, China, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the deal. But for a 1080p display, 380 pixels, the 720 screen looks better. Trust me. I've seen one other guy on YouTube that was displaying his Moto E5 Plus on AT&T, and he said the same thing. I was pretty much sold when I saw the phone at Best Buy. I was going to get it. But the features, I don't have enough time to go through all the features. I'm just going to tell you it's a winner. Okay, go ahead and make that move and get the phone. You got tons of camera options on here. The camera option on here is, I mean, the camera is A1. That's all I got to tell you. The camera is A1. I'm going to put a better video out, but this is just a quick video compared to what I'm going to do. The battery life is a champ. It is Android 8. Okay. I don't really care if it's 8.1, Android 8.1, 0.5, 0.6, .com. That doesn't matter for me. It's Android 8. It works beautifully. I have a launcher, installed another launcher on here. But I like everything on this phone. It is a great phone. I mean, it's a beautiful device. I got to tell you, you won't be disappointed when you get this phone. Everything looks good on it. Even video on here looks great. So if we go to Instagram, and Instagram, you can watch videos on Instagram. And the front-facing speaker. Now the camera is going to make everything dark because it's trying to focus. But the front-facing speaker is loud. It sounds really good. That's the gram. I haven't even, to be honest with you guys, I really haven't even scratched the surface with all the things that you can do with this phone. So YouTube looks great. They have a lot of dark options, dark themes. I prefer the dark themes. YouTube looks great. I mean, for a 720p display, I swear it looks like 1080 to me. Okay, so when you see other videos and everybody hollering about, oh, it's not 1080, it's only 720, don't listen to that. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, you will be blown away by the way this phone looks.
Thank you.
And in the front-facing speaker, it's a monster.
The future isn't created in a keynote address. The presidential speech did not land us on the moon. Millions of man-hours did. They built their way there. Some will talk about the future, but you'd be a fool to believe them.
So when we have phones out here like this that are not running you 800-900, and I'm assuming that when Samsung comes out with this foldable phone, that boy gonna be $2,000, maybe $3,000. Where's the market at for that? To be honest, when you look at the economy, people working, people having jobs, making $10, $11, $12 an hour, $8 an hour, those phones are not going to sell. They're going to sell to a higher echelon of people who are making so much money per year. But when you're talking about everyday people, budget phones now are coming back in a major way, where people are going to buy budget devices. And I swear, I'm looking at the camera playback right now on my laptop and then looking at the phone. The playback on here does not do the phone justice. The screen on here is just wonderful. And I'm telling you, I put this up against some coworkers, Note phones, Samsung Notes, and they asked me when I whipped this out, man, what kind of phone is that? I said, it's a Moto E5 on Boost, E5 Plus. And they think it's 1080p. And when I tell them it's 720, man, you lying. You know, it's legit. I mean, the storage in here is a beast. It's just straight Android. It's not a whole lot of bloatware. When it came, it had Sprint, a couple Sprint apps on it, but then when I did the over-the-air activation, it booted up Boost Mobile. You got Tidal on here. Of course, I got Nova launcher on here. See the Sprint icon? Okay, that was on there. The Boost wasn't. And then when I put my, the SIM card was already in the phone, and so when I activated it, it, uploaded Boost Mobile. The phone is fast, snappy. Again, the ZTE Max, I like that phone. I was loyal to Boost Mobile for a whole year, still am. I just didn't see another phone that I wanted as far as screen display. The thing that I will say, that now with this one, it's much easier to maneuver, okay, as opposed to holding, the ZTE Max XL. This is a big phone. The chassis on it is big, okay, that's the difference. This is slimmer. You still got a good size screen on here, okay. So the link is in the description, ladies and gentlemen. To get your Boost Mobile referral link, you need to be fresh to Boost Mobile. Coming from Cricket or Metro, any other prepaid carrier, you want to bring your phone number, click that link in the description of this video. I'm selling this E5 Plus, Moto E5 Plus, as a winner, guys. This is not a dud. It is a great phone. I have no complaints about this phone, none whatsoever. The camera is a beast. Front-facing speaker is an animal. I'm telling you, that sounds really good. I mean, the sound quality is great. Sounds much better than the Max XL. So you can't go wrong with this phone. So if you want to look alike Samsung and you don't want to spend the $1,000 for it, then go on and pick up the Moto E5 Plus. It looks, it has that same build. This doesn't have the infinity display, but the display is just as great. Again, I put this up next to my co-workers' Samsung phones, and it runs neck and neck, guys. So with that being said, get in the description of this video. If you're new to Boost Mobile, you're thinking about coming over, checking us out. And again, everybody you refer, when they qualify and pick up their phone and service, you make $25, and that goes towards your account. And that's $25 you don't have to pay off your bill. Eventually, if you do enough in a month, you get a free phone bill with Boost Mobile. That's the other thing. Nobody else is doing that but Boost Mobile. I'm going to put a better video out. I just had to get this one out because I've been saying I was going to do it. But this is I'll go on the record and say it may not be a flagship killer, but it's a flagship threatener, okay? It will threaten the flagship for the simple fact of the price, specs, and how it works. The front-facing speaker, it's a I'm at a loss for words. I like the XL. Time to put him down though. It's getting slow, getting laggy. No updates for the XL, but with the Moto E5 Plus, okay, this is a game changer. Okay, game changer. A 6-inch screen, game changer. Much easier to hold. Come with a case. 5,000 milliamp battery, fast charge, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage, and it is stock Android, so you don't have a bunch of bloatware on it. Because I ordered mine online, because that's the only way you can get these. You have to order them online. I went to so many Boost Mobile stores locally, and they all told me we don't have that store. We don't have this phone in stock. You got to go online and get it. So that's what I did, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe, like me, you will be happy because this phone is an animal. Okay. So when it get daylight outside, I'll do another video. Right now, it's dark here. It's college football Saturday. And my Buckeyes ain't came on yet. They'll be on at 7:30. But I want to get this video out there because people need to know. If you're looking for and you're thinking about jumping on, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It's a winner. Viewing angles from all angles, even when the phone is off. Even when the phone is off and I pull it out of my pocket, I'm like, this phone looks really good. So like any phone, it will get a lot of fingerprints on it. So that's why I keep the case on it. So especially when the case comes with it, you can't beat that. Okay. So look forward to seeing you part of the Boost Mobile fam. The link is in the description, so you can become a Boost Mobile affiliate just like me. Earn credits for referring people, and you should enjoy this phone. Same way I am. And the battery on it is a beast. That is no hype. The battery, 5,000 milliamp battery, is an animal. Okay. So deuces, I holla.